All right, how's it going? This one's a tutorial for anyone that wants to use this nice keyboard here live on the air with the system. So the first thing you want to do is go down to here and pull up MainStage software. So what MainStage is it's a virtual instrument software which allows you to use MIDI keyboards, and it has a bunch of virtual instrument libraries here. So I like to go into keyboard and click choose. It'll load up some keyboards for you. There we go. So this is what the window looks like. You can then choose your patches, your different instruments. And then because this here is on the Mac, if you want to go live to radio directly, you have to go to here and make sure that the Mac is selected. Right now I have it set to preview on here through the headphones. You can also listen back on here as well. So make sure this is set to the Mac. Turn the volume up. But yeah, then once this is loaded, you should be able to, let's see if this works here. A little bit quiet. Turn up the volume here for playback. Another little tip here is this one here is like an internal volume fader. It's the furthest one on the right, so make sure that one's turned up. And you can see on here that the sound is going there. So the cool thing about the software is it has a bunch of standard ones. You can have your grand piano, electric piano. There's some synths on here too. Different sound effects, different things, synth pads. Arpeggiated synths. And so on and so forth. You can really go wild with this. My recommendation is explore some of the built-in ones here of like the pianos, the bass, the organs, etc. Right now it's in full screen mode. You can also customize this. So this gets into like a little bit more of the details, but like this is basically the edit view. So if you wanted to, you could go and create a new patch. So hit the plus button on here. This creates a new untitled patch. And then from here, you could choose your instrument. You could choose your audio effects. So if you have a specific plugin that you like to use. For this example, let's go to, this is really small, but you can go to synthesizer. Actually, let's try some drums, because drums are just interesting. Audio, drums, electronic. Oh, sorry, that's an audio patch on instruments. So instruments, drums and percussion, electronic drums. Let's go to a drum synth kit. Here we go. Click on this one. This will load the patch. And then what you should be able to do here is hit the exactly. And then these should also pad should work. So etc. Further to explore on here, there are ways of creating samplers so that if you wanted to, you could go and download a bunch of your own custom wave files, sound effects, MP3s, jingles, whatever you want, and load them and program them so that when you hit specific buttons, those sound effects will play back. I have not explored that far yet. I just got the software installed today, but hopefully that's a nice little overview of how this works. Don't forget, if you're demoing things or previewing things, to check out the difference between the core and the Mac. So, if you want things playing back through these monitors on the wall here, make sure that the setting is right. Things are a little bit quiet by default on here, so you might have to crank up the preview volume. And then make sure on here that when you want to go live to air, you're not just using preview, but you're hitting the on button and you're pushing that fader all the way up. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and thanks for hanging out. We'll talk later. Bye for now.